2024 Volkswagen Taos is here, and it blends the best of the Golf and the Tiguan into one delightful package. Roomier than most rivals, with a big trunk space and more fuel efficient than ever. Let's check it out here at Volkswagen Brandon. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where I'm here at beautiful Volkswagen Brandon in Florida with the 2024 Taos SE. Now this thing has a pure gray paint, 19-inch black wheels, and blue interior that I had to show off for you guys today because it shows so well in the Florida sun and it's beautiful. Let's talk about these options and features, break them all down, see what this 2024 Taos SE 4Motion is all about. Now when it comes to dimensions for the Taos, well, we're looking at a wheelbase of 105.6 inches with a length of 175.8 inches, a width of 72.5 inches, and a height of 64.6 inches. And its front engine all-wheel drive 5-passenger 4-door wagon is going to have a curb weight of 3,557 pounds with passenger volume at 99 cubic feet. Now the engine on this 4Motion is a turbocharged intercooled DOHC 16 valve inline 4 aluminum block and head with direct fuel injection. And with this 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, you're looking at a power of 158 horses and a torque of 184 pound-feet. That's going to give you a 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds with a top speed of 125 miles per hour. Now before we get started, big shout out to Volkswagen Brandon letting me take a walk around and show off this new 2024 Taos SE. And with that said, let's check out the key fob because it's actually pretty cool. Now you see the Volkswagen logos in the top corner there. You guys will see that. Right here I'm holding the physical key just in case this key fob battery dies. You actually have a physical key there that you can have to get in the car still. You're not stranded. And then on the other side, the flip side there, you have your lock button, you have your unlock, you have your remote start, and you have your trunk release there as well. So pretty simple key, pretty chill design, and pretty functional. Now take a look at the spec we have today because this is a pure gray paint, which is an option. And also we have 19-inch black painted wheels, which is also an option. So we have something pretty special here when it comes to the Taos. Now let's take a first look at the front fascia where you will see the big VW logo right front and center. Now with that, you will see the honeycomb style grille, which is actually functional feeding through here. And then you get to the lower portion, the middle portion, where you'll see the big gloss black and chrome surround when it comes to the whole front fascia, giving it more styling and a premium look. Now then coming to the lower part, you will see the Fox honeycomb grille mixed in with a functional honeycomb grille at the very bottom down here, and the aluminum trim going throughout, giving it more styling and, you know, kind of visual appeal there. Now you can see on the sides here, we have the vertical blades and going across horizontally. And then we have the feed through, the air feed through there that actually goes out to the other side where the wheel arches are. So you guys can see straight through it. Extra airflow, obviously, that is for performing. We also have the headlights here where we see those covered in chrome on the top, and on the bottom we will see these illuminated as well with the chrome centerpiece going all the way across it. Then you put it all together and you guys can see we have a chrome black and aluminum look against the pure gray. Looks really good, really sporty, and it's got some class to it as well. Now as promised, let's take a look at the illumination here because you guys can see the turn signals and the headlights with the LED running lights all together. We'll get closer up on it so you guys can see how it all turns out when it flashes, and they look really good, very bright here, even in the Florida sun. And then coming to the rear, you guys will see those all illuminated as well with the turn signal on the side and a very stylistic and Tron kind of futuristic style on the tail lamps. Looks really good, all put together again with this pure gray. I love the way it's lit up. Even the third brake light right there in the top of the spoiler, integrated in there, looks really good as well. All together, it's a great look. Now when it comes to fuel economy in your Taos, well, you're looking at 27, 24, 32. 27 combined city and highway with 24 city and 32 highway. Now let's talk about the cargo space because we're looking at 28 cubic feet of space with all of the seats folded up. But in this 40-60 split, you can get 66 cubic feet of space when they're folded down. Now looking at this, you can obviously see that we have a center feed through as well to get us straight up to that back seat. So with that said, you don't necessarily need to put them all down in order to access it. Now, as you guys can see, we have some cargo mats here, and these monster mats are actually an option. Well, we'll talk about the monster mats on the front, but we have a cargo mat here as well to keep things nice and tidy. But underneath it, before we get there, we have a lighter here on this side, and then we have lighting on this side. So it helps you keep everything, as far as practicality, as good as possible. Now, we lift this up, and you see a strap there. You know that this comes up, and there we go. There's our false floor with our tire jack and tools, and our spare tire underneath as well. Just in case you guys were wondering if it came with one, we do have one here today. Now we gotta hop inside this interior. I'm gonna show you my favorite part just in a second, but standard, you're gonna get the digital cluster right up front. You're gonna get the 8-inch touchscreen there, cloth seats with the two-tone upholstery, standard in this model for 2024. So let's hop in. As you guys can see, we have the mats here that are option we'll talk about. We have the nice styling to the pedals there for the brake pedal, for the gas pedal, and we have the dead pedal right there as well. And then aluminum tiles on the side still there, if you guys can see it there. All right, then we're gonna hop in here, because when we look at the door paneling here, we will definitely be able to tell what kind of spec we're going with, which is why you can probably tell this is my favorite, because the metallic blue, this trim looks so good, and it's something that you don't normally see in cars these days. So I really like that they took a chance with this. It's something that just more automakers need to put colors like this in cars, against the gray with the white stitching, against the black with the white stitching. All this looks so cool. So as you guys can see, the door handle is kind of in a like aluminum finish with the locks, window controls there, as you guys can see. And then we also have the fuel door. If you need to open that up, it's right there on the door paneling. But door cards aside, check out the interior, because that blue carries over, as you guys can see, right here in the center stack going all the way across, which looks so good to me. I just love the way that this looks. So let's start it up. All right, so once we do that, foot on the brake, we're gonna press our start stop button, which is right here. And now we're to life. And again, we have an 8-inch infotainment screen. We have our digital gauges here, as you guys can see, configurable digital gauges as well. So what you see is that what you always have to see, you can customize it. Same with the infotainment. Now with this, you guys can see the black and gray theme going throughout. And again, these cloth seats are standard. I really love it because it gives an Alcantara feel, and then it also has that cloth which is very soft to sit on. That's important because these are actually really comfortable, really wide when it comes to the bolstering. I really love the way that these all look together, and sitting in it, I definitely could spend some hours in these seats for sure. And then that panel roof, letting in a lot of natural light to shine on this beautiful interior. So when we look at it, we have the steering wheel here with the stitching all in the inners. All right, obviously the VW logo there to show us what Volkswagen. And then we have our cruise control settings here, and our menu control settings with our hands-free controls as well on the side here. Obviously over here, our lighting controls, as you guys can see. We also have more lighting controls right over here in this toggle switch. And then on this side, you'll see our windshield washers, fluid, and everything there. You also can adjust the steering wheel. As you guys can, I don't know if you guys can see it right there, but take a look at the adjustment there. So, telescopic steering wheel. As you guys can see, I can go in and out and move it and adjust it there. Now, coming through the center console, as you guys can see, dual zone climate control here as well. So you have all of your controls here for the climate. Underneath, you have a wireless charger here. You guys can't tell that. And we have the USB-C, 2 of those right there with a lighter plug-in as well. Then, start-stop button, as we saw. Our parking brake right there as well. On this side, we have our start-stop button, turn that off. And then we have our drive mode selector here as well, where, as you guys can see, we have a snow driving mode. We have a normal driving mode. We have sport. And then we have off-road mode. Yes, and that's off-road custom. So you can change all these drive modes, and you will see all of them with their displays and animations in the infotainment screen there. Now with this gear selector here, you guys can see with the gloss black, the aluminum look, and the stitching and the black here. Once I shift back, I can actually go into a manual mode as well. If I go this way, and I can upshift and downshift depending on what I want to do using it there. So you can kind of go in your manual mode from the gear selector there. Keeping with that, we have the cup holders here as well. A little extra storage space right here. And then open up the armrest with the stitching here, and you guys will see a very deep, very deep armrest there as well for storage. So plenty of space there. Now coming to the infotainment screen, as you guys can see, it is what you're used to for these Volkswagen models. Touchscreen here, very responsive here. I mean, obviously I'm pressing it, you see it is responding to me right away. And it's highly configurable. Obviously I'm not going to go through everything here, but you guys can see that this works very well. And we have all of our options, all of our settings here, radio, everything as far as our media, everything you need with the car as far as driving assistance, your phone, navigation, it's all here. Now obviously that's not equipped. I always press that because I want to, and I always get that message. So keep that in mind, that you have everything you need in that touchscreen. And then obviously moving over, you guys can see the digital dash here where I can change things however I want to, using the buttons here on the steering wheel to go through the different menu options, everything that I want to display. Obviously we gotta display that speed, right? But you know, it's just, it's making it tailored to you. Whatever you like, however you want to view things. It shouldn't be up to the manufacturer, which they don't leave it up to them. They actually leave things for you to be able to customize. Now I did want to show you guys the glove box too, because that's pretty deep. Then go over that, but yeah, you can fit plenty of things in there. I know some make or breaks for people when they see a small glove box. No small glove box here. I do actually like that if you kind of want to put anything here, like any kind of like, you know, phone devices or anything that you want to mount, that's kind of actually a cool like little dug-in place, you know, with a concave kind of feel to give you kind of like extra storage or extra like mounting points there as well. Now if we look up, you guys will see we have our SOS button there. We also have our settings. If you guys can get down here with me, all right, you guys can see where we can, you know, work on our power roof there. We can do our dome light, our floodlights, everything there, all set up on that display. And then right here, mirror and a light, of course. You know, make sure you got that crust off the side of your mouth. It's all there. Now when it comes to rear seating, the Taos boasts 37.9 inches of rear seat legroom, which is only 0.8 inches less than the two-row Tiguan. So as you guys can see, we have plenty of space when we hop inside. I mean, look at that. I am 6 foot and I am nowhere near touching the back of this seat, which is nice, as we do have the nice pouch as well. It's not just a netting, it's actually the leatherette in the seat. Now looking at our door paneling here, you will see we have the hard touch plastics, but we also have that blue metallic plastic look that just gives this a whole new different, like, just the appeal is just so much crazier with this blue in here. It's just a color you don't see in cars too often. Then with the gray here mixed in, it's nice contrast with this aluminum grayish look as well. And then you also have the soft touches here done in black with the stitching as well. Close that up, and then you see inside here where we have in the middle our HVAC vents. We have a little storage there as well, and then we have our USB-C plug-in right there in the bottom. We're looking at the big panel roof, which is going to give us a lot of natural lighting here. That's for the sun, and it is huge. I mean, tons of room. And then here, this sits 3 comfortably. I mean, I have plenty of room here on my side, grown adult, and you can see that you could probably fit another grown adult right here in the middle, and then one on the side, and then this big armrest will reveal some cup holders, and again with that center feed through. So it's a great place to be, comfortable place to be, because the seating is just as comfortable in the back as it is up front. It's a place you can spend some hours in, that's for sure. So now we need to break down the sticker options and features of the 2024 Taos SE with 7-speed DSG 4Motion. So before we add any options here, we're looking at a basic MSRP of $29,615. Now after our additional options on this model and the $1,350 destination charge, you're looking at a total price of $34,526 even. So how do we get there? Well, we got a couple options here. Yep, we do. Packages and options include the pure gray and deep black roof exterior, $790. The black cloud text leather wrap and cloth interior is standard, no charge. Now the power tilting and sliding panoramic roof, that's $1,200. We also have the 19-inch painted black alloy wheels with all-season tires at $595. Auto dimming rearview mirror and home link for 4 years, $405,000. And the monster mats, $296 with the car care and prepaid package at $275. Everything else, no charge. So, standard, what do we get here for the Taos for 2024? So, you guys want to take a look at that, pause it, screenshot it, zoom in. I'm going to just go down it slowly, and I don't want to bore you with reading every single one of these options. But everything else you see here today comes standard on this model. And I'll show you the warranty information in just a moment as well, because that's important. But with the LED headlamps, the LED tail lamps, the cloth interior, the camera system, all this stuff standard, it is a great package to have. Now, check out the warranty information, because we have our new vehicle warranty, 4 years, 50,000. We also have our limited warranty against corrosion at 7 years, 100,000, whichever occurs first. Scheduled carefree maintenance as well, and roadside assistance, 3 years, 36,000 miles, whichever comes first, with the VW CarNet safe and secure 5-year plan included at no charge. So at just under $35,000, what are you guys thinking about this 2024 Taos? I mean, what are you liking the best? The gray paint, the black wheels, the sunroof, the blue interior? Drop those comments down below. What are you guys thinking about this specific spec? Now, with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel and the dealership, make sure you check the links down in the description below so you guys can get this Taos in your garage today. Volkswagen branded website will be linked there so you guys can check out the inventory. Also, subscribe to the channel, but more importantly, click that notification bell and give the video a like so you don't miss one video coming up. And with that said, you guys take care, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.